we have another day of my 14 days of holiday looks using new/popular palettes. Today we have the new Pat McGrath Labs Celestial Nirvana. So this is the new holiday collection, the big palette that she just released. It's also the most colorful palette she's ever released. So we're gonna zoom in, create a look with this one. Hopefully you're enjoying the series so far. Now, if you are, pretty please go ahead and do the YouTubey things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps my channel out so much. And other than that, let's get into the video. Let's get started on this look. I've primed using my Mario eye primer today. Today's a day off for me, so I'm bulk filming, and I just actually filmed my Luna Beauty 12 Days of Luna Advent calendar video. So one, I'm looking a little haggard because I've already done a look, but also if you're interested in checking out what the palette looks like before the 12 days, like before doing your own Advent calendar, I recommend it because it was such a fun video to film. Okay, let's go into Celestial Nirvana. Now I have a review and a 3 looks, 1 palette with this one already on my channel, so I'll link them down below for you. The first shade we're gonna go into is the neutral brown right here. We're gonna take a Rephr 27. I'm just going to buff this through the crease. I've been doing a lot of makeup the last few days because, as you know, I'm doing this 14 days little series, which means that my eyes get a little sore. I do have sensitive skin, so it doesn't overly like when I do these kind of things. I try and be extra gentle, you know, when I'm filming this much makeup. But if the mattes look patchy or skippy at all, I promise it's not them. It's just my eyes are actually a little bit sore. So that's just where we're at. I'm now going to take this Ready Burgundy Brownie shade on a Delium Tools 783. And I'm just gonna add this into the mix slightly. I forget how pigmented sometimes Pat's shadows are. They're just, this is a really, the mattes in here are a really good quality. So in my time, it's like 2.5 more weeks, or like, no, it's actually only 2 weeks pretty much until like Black Friday week or like Thanksgiving week, which is just insane to me. I remember it feels like we just had Thanksgiving and Black Friday sales last year. Like it feels like we've just finished that and like we're already back here doing Black Friday sales. It's just crazy to me how quick this year's gone. But I've been starting to like think about, do I want to participate in said sales this year, you know? I feel like because it's surprising because what I used to do when I used to buy makeup, tangent, is I used to like force myself to really not buy a lot of makeup at all, and I would like save up for times like Black Friday or if I was going to America or something like that. And then what I would find is through that period of time, it would usually be like 6 to 8 months, right? I would just get so frustrated with like not being able to buy anything new, and it would like get pent up, and then I'd just have this giant list to go and buy when I could go and like spend the money. I would allow myself to do it, that I would then buy all of this makeup, 1 at once that you can't use all at once, and 2, I'd buy all this stuff that like I really didn't need, but because I'd had so much like pent up frustration about not buying anything throughout the year, I would just buy like in excess and then live to regret it. So I've actually found, I mean, thankfully through my channel, it just happens to go this way. I've actually found that consistently purchasing, just when the releases feed through as I'm interested in them, obviously I still only buy ones that I'm interested in, has been a lot better of a like process for me. And like I've actually spent less money doing it this way and bought less products that I regret buying because I feel like I'm not depriving myself. I mean, this is a very first world problem, but you know, I'm just gonna take my Intensify stick from Pat just on a little flat brush here. So yeah, I've just found, I mean, I don't know, the sales, I think sales are good, but I like to use the sales now because I would have already bought the new releases like for my channel. I'm just gonna pick up a different brush. That feels a bit rough on my eye. I would have bought most of the new releases to review for you guys, which is fine. So I usually find with the Black Friday sales, it's like a time for me to pick up things that maybe I wouldn't necessarily pick up at other times of the year because of new releases. So I'm like looking at like Divina Cosmetics and getting some singles, and like Sydney Grace. I'm looking at Auric by Samantha Raventhal. Just like little random brands like that. So if you have any suggestions of what you think I might like, or what you might like to see on the channel, LH Cosmetics, I'm planning on doing a big LH Cosmetics haul. Hopefully they have a good sale. Stuff like that. Let me know what your ideas are, because yeah, I will film a like my Black Friday wish list potentially if I have things that I do want to buy. I'm not sure at this point in time, but yeah, I will film that. And I will film my recommendations like of the sales and stuff like that as well. Don't you worry, your pretty little face. Picking up a flat shader brush, not that one, don't like that one. Let's try this one. This is in BK Angie Hot and Flashy A505. I'm gonna go into this shadow because I don't actually think I've used this one yet. I think it's actually one of the only ones in this palette I haven't used. I'm gonna pop this all over the lid. This is kind of like a real, it's like a reddy coppery shade, and it is actually really pretty. Now, obviously, if you feel that this shade is not wearable for you, then just switch it with a shade in here that is wearable. You could do the same mattes. I highly recommend the bronze or the pink. These two here, they're my favorite, but you could honestly use like any shade in here, it would look fine. And you know, make it wearable for you. But if you're going for like, you know, I feel like this time of year is the time to pull out these kinds of shades and get a bit glam and, you know, have some fun with your makeup. Even if you're just sitting at home, why not just like for the night pull out a palette and just do something you would never do with it. Like just have some fun and create a look and just have literally just makeup fun. And just sit on the couch and watch Netflix. Like, who cares? Just play with them, you know? I mean, obviously do what you want, but that's my recommendation. I'm just gonna flip the other side of that brush over, and I'm gonna go into just the champagne shade right here. And I'm just gonna pop that on the inner corner here. I just like to do this for my eyes, more so it just opens them up a little bit more, being that they're so hooded. So it's up to you. You can obviously skip this step completely. I just find it opens my eyes up a little bit. This is actually looking way nicer than I was expecting it to. I'm just going to pick up that Delium Tools brush with that reddy brown matte and just tap this into the outer corner here. Nice. Actually, that looks really cool. I really like that. Color me surprised a little bit. Let me go and do the speed through of my base makeup, and then we'll come back and finish everything else off. Let's do it. Base makeup is all done. I went and put the Solaris eyeliner from Kaleidos in the lower waterline. So it's like a duo chrome liner or a multi-chrome liner, and this one's like leans reddy gold, which just looks, I think, amazing. And I just put my Ilia mascara on the top lashes for now. Let's finish this lower lash line, shall we? Nothing revolutionary. We're just taking the matte brown shade that we put in the crease initially on a Delium Tools 777 shader brush, running that underneath the lower lash line. Just taking a little pencil brush and going into the second matte we went into, that reddy brown. And that is it. Let's do the inner corner though. I'm just gonna go into the champagne shade that we used. So this one. I feel like I go through phases where sometimes I'm really into just natural, soft, one and done looks, and then other times I go through phases where I'm like, give me all of the makeup, all of it, just give it all to me. And that's the kind of phase I'm in right now. So I'm loving these holiday looks, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's take this lip oil off. This is the Luna Beauty lip oil in Kiss Me, if you're wondering. Listen, I'm sorry, okay? But it's gonna be Natasha Denona, my dream trio. I'm hoping she's gonna have a sale on the My Dream Lip Trio in Black Friday because I am gonna buy backups because this is hands down my favorite lip combo of all time. Let me try and do something with my hair and we'll zoom back and show you the finished look. Okay, this is the finished makeup look using Celestial Nirvana. What do you think? I really like it. For me, this is like Santa Claus vibes in an eye look. Like, it makes me think of like Santa Claus's hat for some reason. So I really like it. I feel like it's a wearable way to kind of incorporate these kind of like reddy colors if you don't feel like they're your vibe. Anyway, I personally like it, but let me know what you guys think down below. Hopefully you are enjoying this little holiday series or this little 14-day series. And if you're watching till this point, you're an absolute legend. You know you are. Thank you so, so much. If you haven't already, pretty please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. And other than that, I hope that you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you next time. Bye.